They seem to be bad at most sports anyway, so I wouldn't be shocked if they don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, very happy to bring to you one of our soccer matchups of Fort Bend Christian Academy's broadcast team, Eagles on the Air. 2 games tonight, a girls' game that starts any moment now, and the referees are just getting done talking to the captains, and they finished talking, and now we'll get the teams set up. Fort Bend Christian is taking on Cristo Rey Catholic, team out of Houston. Girls game followed by the guys game this evening. And Eagles on the Air, very happy to bring this to you today. We've got a good crew for a weeknight. Jackson Champion is going to be doing the directing and switching. We've got Jalen Zuber on camera. And we've got, for the first time, a brand new wireless system, a wireless camera. And the wireless guy is standing on the field. He might not want to be on the field during the game, but, whatever. Look at this shot. I love this kind of stuff, right? Of course, he is going to have to leave the field before the game begins, but, Derek's out there. He's a good, 80 yards away from us right now with a beautiful, clear shot. We'll be doing this wireless camera for most of our games. In baseball and softball, we're going to have center field cameras now, so this is getting cool. And we are very happy to be supported by our athletics department and the school administration as they were helping us get these pieces and putting these games together. Fort Bend Christian with the kickoff. Covarrubias with the ball. We'll kind of announce some of the names to you. We've got our names and numbers. We do not have the names and numbers that go with Cristo Rey, so we'll just be yelling some numbers out for Cristo Rey. Eagles girls varsity team is 3-2 in district and looking for a playoff run. Puts us about 3rd or 4th in district right now. It's a big district, so we'll probably take 5 teams in the district. Number 2, Sydney Ferguson trying to get through the defense. Can't do it, and the ball ends up back on our back line. That's 13, Sloan Frostier. This looks to be a game where the Eagles are going to be able to keep the ball on offense. That's what we're expecting anyway. We don't have a lot of stats from Cristo Rey, but we've got some competitive games that we have played and they have played the same team. And it looks like this is a game we might be able to control, and we might be able to get an early goal, perhaps a couple of goals in the first half. It's what the girls would like, this being a district game, a big game for us to be able to control, get a district win, and our push towards the playoffs. Here's a ball up towards, this is number 6, Kira Singh. Looks like the ball did go out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for Cristo Rey. Looks like it's Singh up front with Kira Whitman, the leading scorer for the Eagles. And it looks like we have 19, Annabelle Cook, up near the front as well. That's Cook right there. She feeds the ball up towards Whitman. Whitman's onside. She's going to steal the ball away from the defender and try to get a cross in. Nobody there yet, so Whitman's going to wait. Toying with the ball in the corner. Sends the ball now over towards Ferguson. And Cristo Rey clears it out the back. And it's going to be a corner kick, first one of the game for the Eagles.
Derek, could you get like a good shot of the corner? Are you like... Wait, is Will Scott down there with you, Derek? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Corner kick's going to be taken, looks like Whitman. She's going to send a beautiful corner kick, bending towards that back post. And there's a kick! That is an early goal, and that looks like Ferguson got it. And Whitman is going to get the assist. That was perfect. I mean, that was Premier League level corner kick and a one-touch volley finish by Ferguson. I'm saying this week in broadcast class, we're going to be building up a highlight, and that is a highlight for any team. That is gorgeous, and we are just 3 minutes in, and the Eagles do indeed have a goal. 1-0 Fort Bend Christian. Kind of excited to see that one. That was not easy. That was not just a tap in. Gorgeous corner kick and a volley. One-time volley for Ferguson. Beautiful job by the Eagles to get up early. Eagles do have a couple of injuries. Longbottom is out. She's one of our key starters. She's out with an arm injury. Madeline Font, who would be a senior starter. Madeline Font is not here. She is out of town for this game. Maddie wasn't able to be. So we got a couple of big-time starters out. So nice to get that early goal. This is a throw-in for Cristo Rey. A little bit chilly, not too bad today, though. Yesterday, cold, rainy, ugly. Today we've got more of a English weather, kind of chilly with a lot of clouds. Not a bad day to play soccer, though. There's Ferguson, gets control of the ball, tosses it back in. That's towards Singh. Ball's cleared out by Cristo Rey. And Ferguson will have a throw-in. She finds, that is number 7, Ingram. Not sure what the call was. Hit her hand. Okay, handball call came up on Cristo Rey. So we're going to have a free kick. Ferguson will take the free kick. Another chance for the Eagles just 5 minutes into this game. Left foot by Ferguson. And Cristo Rey one-times that one right back out towards Ferguson. She's going to try to find an open player. Kicks it back to her right full. That's number 13, Forestier. She feeds the ball up towards Valentina Covarrubias. And you'll see Valentina's brother playing this evening for the guys' team. Eagles are going to get a throw-in out of this. Whitman in control. Sends a nice... that was either a nice cross or a nice shot. Either way, she put some power behind that one. It was Singh going in for a touch if it was a cross. I'm telling you, that's not a bad shot either. She meant to shoot it. Good save by the keeper. Our apologies again. We were not sent any roster or any information for Cristo Rey, so I'll just be calling positions or numbers out for Cristo Rey this afternoon. Eagles throw in. Yeah, you can see the kind of control we're expecting tonight as our fullbacks are completely over the halfway mark. Probably standing on the 40 or 45-yard line, expecting a pass back or maybe a clearance to go right to them. This is a move for, holy cow, what a shot that was. Is that Whitman who got that one? Number 10, Kira Whitman. That was left-footed. Got her defender on her hip, turned around, shot it quickly on the ground right by the keeper, and the Eagles have a 2-0 lead 7 minutes into this game. Awesome job and a quick start for the Eagles. We mentioned that the Eagles are 3-2 in district. The girls' team is 3-2. Really looking for a playoff spot. And we're hoping for a playoff run. Several seniors on this team. Abby Praying, the center fullback, is a senior. Maddie Font, we mentioned, is not here today, but Maddie Font is a senior. We've got Meredith Perry on the back line. She's a senior, number 15. And Erin Cram is our other senior. Plays a little bit of halfback, a little bit of defense. Number 14 on this near sideline right here. So 4 seniors. Really like to see a win today. Really like to see them be able to finish off the last couple of games at home with a win. Senior night coming up for the soccer team. Throw in for the Eagles. Cram will take it. Senior night coming up, I believe, on February 8th. We'll be doing that game as well. if you can't make it out. Beautiful move by Ferguson. She's going to have a pass or a shot here. One of the two lays it off towards Whitman. Whitman, nice save by the goalie that time. Nice job. Sydney Ferguson is a freshman, and she had some moves there, dribbling around 3 defenders, setting it in towards Whitman finally. Good punt here by the keeper, trying her left half, but taken right back by Frostier for the Eagles. Yeah, looking at the freshmen on this team, Ferguson and Singh are both freshmen. Frostier is this freshman as well. And Ava Franco and Annabelle Cook. So 5 freshmen on this team. So up and down the roster, you've got the young spots, and now you got senior leadership. There's Cram, one of them, sending it over towards Ingram. And the Eagles win the ball back. There's Meredith Perry sending the ball back in. Meredith Perry is one of several Perrys that have played soccer for Fort Bend Christian. Chip pass goes towards Whitman, blocked by Cristo Rey, and Perry sends it again up towards the center. That was towards Whitman as well. Eagles are going to have a throw-in by Kira Singh. So look like a sub is coming in for Cristo Rey. That back line for the Eagles, Aaron Cram on the near side, playing left full. Abby Prang and Meredith Perry in the center. And then that is 13 Forestier on the right side for the defense for the Eagles. That throw-in goes towards Covarrubias, knocked out by Cristo Rey. Another throw-in for the Eagles. Whitman goes down towards the corner. She'd like to get a quick pass in. Ingram with a nice move to keep control of the ball. She gets it back. Ingram dribbling around trying to get her shot off. She's got a shot. Or pass. Pass over to 19. I believe I've got the wrong name on number 19. I'll get you number 19's name in a second. 19 is Annabelle Cook. Okay, I've got the wrong number on here. So Annabelle Cook is going to be number 19. She had a shot at getting that ball in. Eagles are all pressure right now. 11 minutes into the game, the Eagles have 2 goals. They have all of the shots so far. Their one corner kick resulted in the first goal. Nice cross by Ferguson. Eventually finds Covarrubias. Sends it back to Ferguson. Nice control by Covarrubias and Ferguson. Cram in towards Ingram. Just misses the ball, but Eagles will get it back. Here's Prang. That's a senior-laden back line right there. Senior leadership on the defense. 3 seniors out of the 4 back players. 3 seniors and a freshman. Nice steal here by Singh. She'll look for a chance to send it in. Her cross is out towards Whitman, knocked out by Cristo Rey. Good play by the fullback. It looks like number 3 for Cristo Rey. Nice clearance. Whitman had a beat on another shot in a possible goal if she doesn't clear that one out. Throw in by Ferguson. And back to her. Ball does roll out of bounds, and the linesman is signaling so referee doesn't see him. But here's the goalkeeper. She's going to snatch up the ball. Guys' game will be after this one, scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight. Guys are talking about it today. Should be a pretty close game. Cristo Rey's got some solid players on the guys' varsity. Here's Frostier way up towards the goal. And why not? When you're a right fullback and you're coming all the way up, why not take your shot from about 20 yards out? This Friday, we are broadcasting the basketball games against Cristo Rey. Both basketball teams, girls and guys, are taking on Cristo Rey as well. Those will be our next broadcasts. This ball goes up towards Singh. She one-times it towards Whitman. And again, Cristo Rey just has to clear it out. Here's your throw in towards Whitman. Whitman's going to try to get herself a cross or a pass. Oh, the goalie was cheating towards a cross, so Whitman took her shot just a little bit too far left. That's pretty smooth right there where you're looking for a cross, but you notice the goalkeeper is thinking cross as well. So you go ahead and take your shot at the near post. Just misses it. We're about 14 minutes into this game. Eagles are leading 2-0. Whitman's going to take this goal kick, and she's going to pound one towards the goal, just over the goal. And we're going to have a goal kick for Cristo Rey. Checking the authorities, it looks like Cristo Rey's mascot is the lion, so I can start saying that instead of Cristo Rey every time. 25 minutes left in this first half. Going pretty quickly, but Eagles enjoying themselves. There's a lot of shots. Here's Whitman. Oh, that's a gorgeous move and a finish, a power finish. She took the goal kick straight up right off of her midsection, controlled it, one dribble around the defense, and then absolutely powered it through the keeper's hands. Absolutely gorgeous. Thankful that Andy Cook just came. He came to watch his sister play. Andy's going to hop on a camera. Good crew tonight. 3 cameramen. You got to be enjoying those shots from Derek's mobile camera. Oh. Eagles end up in control of the ball after the kickoff. This is Whitman. She sends up a ball towards Cook. Cristo Rey's going to try to clear that one. Now, Cook blocks the clearance, though. Nice job. Ball's going to be cleared out by Cristo Rey for a throw-in. Again, more pressure by the Eagles. 3-0. 3-0 is your score. Eagles enjoying themselves so far. Had probably 90% of the possession so far.
So basically you're following the game, but just a little bit closer. Yes, Zuber's doing wide shot. So yeah, like that. I'm on camera 1 right
Perry sends the ball back in, and Whitman's going to get a foot on it. Here comes Singh.
2, 3.
Again, Cristo Rey just doing a good job getting 1 foot on the ball to thwart some of these moves. Here's Singh with a good move towards the left side. Tries a cross just off the outside part of her foot.
I'm switching back. I'm going to switch back to 1. I don't know what ball they're going to use.
Goal kick for the Lions.
The goalie, I'm going to switch to you before she takes us out. All right, on 4. It's focusing on Annabelle.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta love this wireless shot right. And we're kind of playing with it, having a little fun with it on this game. But that is such a cool shot to have. We had it in football before the old one kind of broke down. It's just such a nice thing to focus on some of the players, maybe making a move, or some of the players, in particular here, scoring a goal or getting a corner kick. And speaking of a corner kick, looks like we'll have one right here for the Eagles.
On camera 4.
And here comes Whitman to take the corner.
All right, so Zuber just get a wide shot at the corner. Andy follow the ball, and then I'm gonna start with Derek. I'm gonna switch to Andy. On Andy.
Here's your corner. That's gorgeous over towards Ingram. Couldn't quite put it towards goal, but that ball was curling in hard from Whitman. Whitman shot. Holy cow, that had a chance. She took that one from about 20 yards out. I'm sorry, being American, out of meters, whatever. That was 20 yards out. Crossing and just went outside of that left post. That's left-footed, too. That is not her strong foot. I don't think it's her strong foot. Maybe both of them are her strong feet. Leading scorer for the Eagles this season, and I believe last season as well. Here's your goal kick. Ends up at the feet of Singh. She's going to race towards the goal line, try to make a cross. Good defense here by Cristo Rey, but the ball ends up again on the feet. Oh, of Whitman. That was a save that hit the goalie's hands. Then it hit the crossbar. Then it came back and hit the goalie's head. I'm fairly sure we can give her 2 saves on that one. Whitman having a field day on shots. Goal kicks are going to go out of bounds. She's trying to find her right half on that one. Just a little bit too far out of her reach. Here is 18. Christy Volmert's going to get this throw in. Volmert over towards Whitman. Whitman hits Ingram, and the Eagles are back in business. That one's going to roll out of bounds for a Lions throw-in. Mentioned again, senior night's coming up for soccer on the 8th. We'll be broadcasting that game. It'll be our last broadcast. Halfway through the first half now, 20 minutes in, 20 minutes left. Our next broadcast overall is going to be a basketball game this Friday. Be a pretty good matchups, guys and girls. At the conclusion of this game, we are going to pick a player of the game. And if you are on Instagram and you go to Eagles on the Air on Instagram, we're going to be posting a poll for you to put in your choice for player of the game. And if you pick the right player of the game, the same one that we pick, you'll be in the running for a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card donated to Eagles on the Air. So keep it in mind. Player of the game will be coming. This is a nice pass from Whitman. Whitman finds Covarrubias. Covarrubias going to take her shot, and the goalkeeper handles that one. Nice job by the goalie. She's got about 4 saves so far this evening. I know we've got 3 goals in. She's got some saves, though. So at Eagles on the Air, Instagram, and if you happen to be watching this game, you can let us know. Nice punt, too. Nice distance on that. If you're watching this game, let us know you're watching at Eagles on the Air on Instagram, and we'll give you a shout-out. Appreciate all those watching. We usually get 40 or 50 people watching during the soccer matches. A lot of people can't make the games. We've had people this year from as far as Germany and Australia watching our broadcasts. That's Volmert finding Singh on the left-hand side, and Singh's going to get the ball in. She's going to try to get a cross or a shot. That was either one, but the goalkeeper had it covered.
I just asked for
Singh on this left side has been active all game long, and when your forwards are your most active players, probably means you guys are doing pretty good. Ferguson takes the attempted clearance. Ferguson's going to try to dribble around the defense. That's good defense there by number 7, center back, and she's going to clear it out for a throw-in. Nice job as Ferguson was trying to get around for another shot. Number 7 shut that one down. About 23 minutes into this first half. Eagles enjoying themselves a 3-0 lead. Here's Ferguson just sending one in like a hockey player might into the zone. Cristo Rey clears it out, though, towards Frossier. And then back to Perry. Nice job on control. Nice job on the passing. Eagles passing probably somewhere around 70-80% right now. And as soon as they lose control of any pass, of any possession, I mean, they're getting it right back probably 10 to 15 seconds. And I'm not kidding when I say we probably got 90% or better of the possession in this first half.
I'll switch to your before they throw it in.
Another throw in here for the Eagles. That's a nice look at your throw in right there. I'm just saying, that's really cool to get your wireless going like this. If you guys like baseball and softball, this wireless cam is going to be a center field camera for those sports. That's going to be fun. Going to be a throw in here for the Eagles, and this will be Volmert that takes it.
We'll put it in center field. It'll be like watching an actual baseball game.
She's going to get that in towards Whitman. That's going to roll out of bounds for a Lion throw-in.
We're going to put the wireless camera on.
So we've got coaches McGivern and Colmenares for the girls' team. I have not yet met Luis Colmenares, or just Coach Luis as the girls call him. I haven't met him. Coach McGivern's been here for several years. Has some good success with this girls' team. Like to hear to get another playoff run this year. Once again, nice distance on the punt by the keeper. But the ball is taken back by the Eagles. That's Ferguson over towards Ingram. Ingram carefully looking for her pass. She hits Whitman, who's going to put a curling ball towards the right corner. And she's getting closer and closer to putting one of those high shots in. Just a beautiful shot. Didn't curl down enough. That's about another 18 meters out. There you go. I said an English term. 18 meters out.
Switching to number 1 now. She kicks it out of bounds every time. I don't know what she
And Eagles going to get another throw in on this one.
every time she just kicks it out of bounds.
First state championship in our school's history was a guys' state championship in 2004 for our soccer team. Whitman. Nice centering pass just out of the reach of two Eagles. But Covarrubias handles it, sends it in towards Whitman, whose shot is blocked. Eagles have another corner. Jay Kappas. Jay Kappas was the community coach that came in to take over that team. And in just 3 years of coaching our soccer team, built it up to a state championship level. Eagles' first ever state championship. We've had several since then in many sports. The most, of course, in softball. 7 state championships in softball, and the girls are hoping to make another big run this year. This ball is going to roll over towards Volmert to Ingram. Couldn't quite get her foot on that ball, so we'll settle for a throw-in about midfield here. Eagles on the Air has been around for, almost a decade now. Oddly enough, Will Scott started Eagles on the Air, and now Will Scott, who has done work went to Syracuse University and has done work for many different groups and professional agencies and baseball teams, even has done work for the AAA Syracuse Mets. Will Scott's with us tonight doing some direction on our games. Thankful to have him. I remember seeing Will sitting right here where Jackson is sitting with a Mac computer, a snowball microphone. That's going to be an offsides call. And nothing but a Mac and a mic calling games as an 8th grader. So that's how Eagles on the Air started. Now we've got a fully functioning trailer, about a $12,000 traveling setup for broadcasts. We even got jackets and shirts, man. We're kind of big time. One of the only private school broadcasting systems that you'll see to be able to do live broadcasts like this. This is a gorgeous pass from Perry up to Whitman. Whitman looking for a pass or a shot. She's going to take that left-footed shot, and she's going to get her next goal. That was beautiful. Goalie didn't have much of a chance on that one. She got a clearing at about 15 yards away. And she put one beautifully into the right corner. Good power, good placement.
Switching now. Back to 1.
So now our goals have been 2 for Whitman, 1 for Ferguson. Is it 3 for Whitman?
How many goals does Kira have? Does she have 3 or 2? Kira has 3 and City has
Okay, yes, so she does have 3, and then Ferguson got the first one. 4-0, 11 minutes left in this first half. Couple of switches in and out for Cristo Rey.
All right, back to camera 1.
And Cristo Rey sending one deeper into the zone for the Eagles, but Eagles defense handles that one pretty easily. And here comes the offense again. Ball finds Cook on the side. She looks for Whitman, but the ball instead is at the feet of Ferguson. Ferguson is going to take her shot. And if she's not left-footed, then she's got both of her goals left-footed. That's beautiful. So the score right now is Whitman 3, Ferguson 2. But Eagles 5-0. 10.5 minutes left in this first half. And see, these are not tap-ins. I mean, these girls are making good moves. They're getting good shots off. That first goal was one of the best I've seen from our girls' team in a long time. Whitman's got her 3 goals, but none of those were just accidents. All 3 of them were created. So a 5-0 lead right now for the Eagles looks good.
You can walk on it, but you can't.
And they certainly have dominated the game.
Soccer.
And they're looking for more. And that's one thing that girls soccer has over guys soccer, is that girls don't tend to rest on any lead. If they got 10, they want 15. Goalie will handle this ball that was sent in by Eagles. Here's your nice high punt handled by Ferguson. That's a gorgeous move and a good pass by Ferguson into Whitman. Here's a beautiful cross by Whitman into Ferguson, who's going to take her shot. That's going to curl off. She's got to be left-footed because she always gets on that foot, but that ball curved probably 5 yards total, which is about 2 yards too far, but still a really nice shot by Ferguson. Absolute pressure put on by the girls' varsity team. Last girls' game we were able to do was against Cyprus. And I believe we won 4-3 or something like that. It was a gorgeous game. Wonderful game. I think Whitman got a few goals in that one too. Maddie Font got a goal in that one. So far, so good as far as Eagles broadcasting and girls varsity getting a win. Guys will be up next at 7, and we will be looking for hopefully a playoff run for them as well. Covarrubias fighting for the ball here. She'll cross one in. That's towards Vollmer. She sets it back towards Ingram, who tries a longer shot just off the side of her foot. And a throw in for the Lions.
On camera 4.
Sub coming in for the Eagles. Trying to see what number that one is. This player is.
On camera 1.
You know, she won't turn around so I can get a number, but there is a sub in for the Eagles. Volmert fighting here. Ball will just go out of bounds off of her. Lions get a throw in again. Again, if you are on Instagram, go on Instagram and look up Eagles on the Air. And since you're watching, let us know. Give you a shout out on the air. Here's Abby Prang acting like a forward. Maybe she wants to try to get her shot off as well. Ferguson gets the ball. She's going to travel around a couple of defenders. Send the ball over to the right side. This is Covarrubias chasing it down. And making the cross. Goalkeeper's going to scoop that one up, though. Nicely done.
Camera 3.
This production is actually about 20 million times better than what UIW has.
camera 1. What'd you say, Derek? Yeah, I know. I was on you.
Beautiful pass by Ferguson, and Whitman is onside, and Whitman is going to get goal number 4. She did a good job of staying on sides, and I tell you, she's got her 4th goal, and I think 2 of them have been directly assisted by Ferguson, and she has directly assisted Ferguson on her goal. So those 2 have worked together very well. Yeah, this is going to end up being one of the longest highlight reels of the season, the way that the girls are playing tonight. 6 minutes left in this first half. And the score is correct at 6-0. There we go, 6-0. Whitman 4 goals today, and Ferguson 2. And here's the 2 again connecting. Ferguson up towards Whitman. Whitman's going to look for Covarrubias. Just misses, cleared out by the Lions. And they have some control at center. Back to the Eagles. That's a nice pass towards Whitman. She's going to take a really long shot. I mean, why not, right? Sure, you're standing 30 yards away from the goal, but, I mean, just take your shot. You've got 4 goals in the first half. Nope. You got 5 goals in the first half. We're looking for records right now, I'm just saying. That was impressive. If you are enjoying the broadcast, go ahead and like us on Twitter. That's at Eagles on the Air on Twitter, or follow us on Twitter. And visit our Instagram page as well. You'll get some highlight videos, and you'll get some preview videos. Eagles on the Air doing a lot of production right now. Looking to build up a YouTube page with pretty much every highlight and copies of the games that you can look up and archive.
I'm on you, Derek.
Those are coming up pretty soon. If you like highlights, keep your eyes peeled. We'll be getting a highlight of this game pretty quickly. Here's Singh. Singh's going to get a shot, and Singh's going to get her first goal as well.
On Derek.
Kara Singh, sister of Taylor Singh, who I remember playing from her freshman year all the way up through her senior year at Fort Bend Christian as well.
On camera 3.
Singh with her first goal of the day. And if I'm right, that was a left-footed shot. I'm thinking like 6 or 7 out of our 8 goals have been left-footed shots. Maybe we're just like that.
Hey, who has 5 goals? Hero. But the first half's not over yet.
Yeah, trying to get a list of the goals that we have so far. Trying to keep up with Whitman, Ferguson, and Singh. So all of our forwards have a goal now, at least 1 goal now. Let's get some extras into there. Here is Covarrubias. She's heading towards the goal. She sends a cross in, nicely played by the keeper. If the keeper doesn't get it, then Singh would have been right there to tap it in easy. I'm thinking Cristo Rey's keeper probably has maybe 7 or 8 saves so far in this first half.
Yeah, I know. 4.
2 minutes left in the first half.
What?
Eagles thinking maybe punch 1 more in before halftime.
Yeah, we prayed about it today in English.
Yeah, Cristo Rey hasn't stopped running. They haven't stopped playing.
I know.
They've got to throw in deep in their own territory.
2 minutes extra time. It's not extra time.
So referees will have control of the clock now under 2 minutes. Cristo Rey with their throw in. Maybe thinking take a little bit of extra time off the clock. It's been a tough half if you're a Lion. The Eagles got to be smiling with the number of shots they've gotten off and the amount of damage they have done on the scoreboard. Probably not much extra time going to be in this half, so whistle will come any minute now. This is Covarrubias, sends it in towards Singh. That's a nice looking pass. She sent it in towards the middle, and Singh was there, just couldn't get a foot on it. And you're going to have another goal kick for the Lions. Make sure you stay with us for the guys' game as El Presidente will be playing forward for us. El Presidente, student body president, CJ, Chris Jamal. We'll be missing a couple players there, too. One of our starting forwards, leading scorers, is out of the guys' game with a concussion, Dylan Weaver. So guys are missing a little bit, too. Guys looking to make a playoff run themselves. They're going to need to get a win tonight to help that along. There's a nice chip pass.
Who are you talking to down there? Yeah, I'll switch to you. Good shot, Derek.
Froze it. Yeah.
All right, get off me.
Froze the block of the entire. Yes, obviously.
Jackson, get off of me.
Just stop sassing me.
Hello. Yo, so is that the half?
There's your halftime whistle, and
switch
the
to me,
Eagles
bro.
are indeed enjoying themselves. 8-0.
Good job, Kira.
We've got a 5-goal score in the first half. Whitman.
Go interview the coach right now. Yes.
So if we get a chance here, a chance to talk to the coach, we'll get an interview with Eagles head coach Heather McGivern.
In a second, okay? I'm about to switch it to you. Tell me when you're ready.
So one of the advantages that we have
Tell me when you're ready, okay?
with our mobile cam and our mobile setup, the school really ponied up on this one. The old one broke, and the school decided this program is worth it, so the school went ahead and chipped in the money. Get us a brand new system. Love bringing you extra content like this.
You want me to get sound of their meeting, their halftime speech, or no? Okay. So after that, we'll get an interview.
All right, so Eagles are going to talk a little bit, after which we'll have our halftime interview with Coach McGivern. Right now, we're going to, let me give you a second to mention that we have the Fort Bend Christian Gala coming up in February. It's going to be held on February 5th. So coming up pretty quickly from 7 to 11 p.m., an evening of dinner dancing, music, live auction, and an online auction as well. And whatever cowboy cocktail attire is, I don't even know what that is. But it sounds kind of, hanging out close. So you can contact Fort Bend Christian, Chandler McDonald. You can contact the development office, Chandler McDonald, Fort Bend Christian Academy, and give them a call. Find out more about the Night Under the Stars. It's going to be held at George Ranch Historical Park in Richmond, coming up on February 5th, so pretty quick. As of today, there are only 10 tickets available, so if you're interested in being a part of that, Chandler McDonald, you can call Fort Bend Christian Academy, get a hold of Chandler, and let her know you're interested in sponsoring or helping out. I'll let you know as well that Eagles on the Air does accept sponsorships, and we have sponsorships for each season available. We have the rest of this season, then our baseball, softball season coming up. Through our sponsorships, we've been able to buy, this year alone, we were able to buy one brand new camera for $2,000. That was a great addition. We buy all the wiring needed. We buy all of the new materials that we need. We're able to get new sound equipment this year. So with all of the help that we got last year with our sponsorships, a lot of the things that you see tonight come straight from that. So if you're interested at all in sponsoring Eagles on the Air, what we'll do is we'll make a 30-second commercial of you and your business, or an individual if you want, and we will create a sponsorship for you, and we'll get you on the air. We'll create a logo for you online. We're interested in growing this program. It is already one of the very best private school broadcasting programs you'll see in the entire state of Texas. We're happy these kids get to be a big part of it. All right, we'll have the coaches interview coming up in just a couple of minutes. Until then, relax.
All right, say
Fort Bend Christian Academy, Eagles on the air. I'm here with head girls soccer coach Heather McGivern. So, Coach McGivern, what went right in that first half for the Eagles?
What went right is we scored 8-0. What we're trying to do, though, with our girls are make more connections to just be able to pass the ball more, get each individual connecting with other players on the team. And I think we could do that. We're a better team than what we're showing right now, even though we are playing a team that's not up to what we've played in the past.
And obviously, we've had some amazing success tonight. What do the Eagles need to continue to build on to be successful later on this year, getting into district and getting further into playoffs?
We actually talk a lot about connecting the ball, talking a lot. Our goalie tonight has been talking the whole game. It's been awesome. We've just really talked about connecting, focusing on the game, and talking. And that's
Awesome.
going to get us to beat the better teams.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach McGivern.
Thank you.
For a while until it switches.
Check, check.
Derek, your camera, please.
Welcome back to the nest where we have an 8-0 Eagle lead, and if you're looking at the graphic right now on your screen, that is correct. 8-0 as we begin second half. 8 goals for an entire game would be really good, but that's what the Eagles put up in the first half, as they will look to continue this goal trend, as I happily will hand the headset back to Mr. John Williams, who knows soccer a little bit better than yours truly.
Well, this girls' team is making soccer pretty easy to call tonight. Kara Whitman with 5 goals in the first half. She's probably going to sit out most of this second half. And you had Ferguson. And looking for the sheet that I just had. That is Sydney. Sydney Ferguson with 2 goals.
Stay at one.
And then
Don't keep zooming in.
our other forward, Kira Singh, with her goal. 8 total goals in that first half. And you got to enjoy the efforts because none of them were like mistakes or tap-ins. They were good, hard shots. Just like this one, a steal of the ball. And
15-4, that's a good shot, Andy.
Forestier coming in, and she was playing way up higher than normal. It looks like we've switched her out of the back line and put her up at halfback. So right now the back line stays with Perry and Prang. Here's another shot by Ferguson. And that was so hard the defender had to kind of double over. She pounded that thing in. Back line of Perry and Prang along with Cram on the left and Volmert on the right. And they stood fast that first half and did not allow one shot on goal the entire time. Excellent job by the offense and the defense. Here's Prang. He's going to take it out and clear it out towards Volmert. Nice job by the Lions here. A little bit of an offensive push. Haven't had a whole lot there. And if Perry wasn't there, Cristo Rey would have had their first shot. But Meredith Perry comes out there, takes control, and sends it out of bounds. Nice job by Meredith. So we mentioned the first half, the Eagles at 3-2 in district. After this game, they will be 4-2, heading towards a playoff run. This is Ingram bringing the ball up, and you had about 4 Eagle players offsides all at the same time there. I don't know if that was an offsides trap by the Lions or not, but the Eagles were so eager to get the ball up and get another goal. 4 of them were standing in offsides positions. So an offsides call, shot went just wide anyway, but an offsides call, second one of the game, and the Lions will get a kick at about the 20-yard line. Four minutes in to the second half. This time in the first half, I think we had 2 goals already. So shaking up the lineup a bit, putting some girls in different positions, letting them try out some different spots. Maybe a couple of your younger players in. Nice job by Cristo Rey to get the ball up this time. Perry right there again. And she'll send it up towards Covarrubias. Nice looking pass. Just barely out of the reach. I do not have a number 8 on my roster, so is that Ehi? Odeluman? Looks like it. I'm going to go with Ehi. Hard to tell from up here. Eagles throw in towards Ingram.
Good shot, Andy. I'm on you right now.
Ball gets all the way down towards Cristo Rey's offensive side of the field. About the furthest as they've been able to be down so far.
Going to Popeyes? I love that place. They have such a good chicken sandwich. Switching to camera 1 now. Derek,
And Cristo Rey with their best piece of possession so far in this game.
I have like every 4 or 5 months.
In towards the goal, and Perry again knocks it out. That's a good job by the Lions. Threatening for the first time.
Camera 1.
And here they get the control back and a throw-in for Cristo Rey. Eagles ahead big. Extremely well played. Not sloppy whatsoever. The girls have played very good soccer and have earned that 8-0. Not just a group of mistakes or anything. Cristo Rey again challenging. And they're in another throw-in. Ball sent way out towards Ferguson. She'll collect. Oh, I'm sorry, sing and turn, but a Lions defender right there to stop her. Not sure what adjustments that Cristo Rey could have made at halftime. It's got to be a bit frustrating with this big of a deficit, but they've come out in the second half and have played well for the first 7 minutes.
Back to 4. This is a great shot, Derek. I'm doing tech.
It's a nice clearance by the Eagles all the way up into their offensive edge, and here comes 13 Frostier. She's going to cross it in. Couldn't get enough on that one for to find an Eagle on the end of it. Goalkeeper will corral it in. Eagles get up close to the goal again. Punt will be taken by Ferguson. She's going to make another couple of moves, and she's going to take a shot.
Good shot, Andy.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, this freshman. I mean, you figure Whitman is a sophomore this year, and Sydney Ferguson is a freshman, and Kira Singh is a freshman. So all 9 goals scored have been 5 by a sophomore and 4 by freshmen. Ferguson with 3 and Kira Singh with 1. So nobody above the level of sophomore has scored a goal tonight for the Eagles. Love seeing the youth. Of course, a good chunk of our seniors are that backline leadership that you love to see. Beautiful move here by the Lions number 3. But then Volmert takes it right back from it. Here's Covarrubias on the ball. It's a 10th out of through pass. Intercepted by Cristo Rey. Nicely done.
On camera 1. You got it, Michael.
I'll say definitely the Lions in this half have put more possession time on the clock.
On camera 3.
Have done a bit better job at stopping the Eagles at getting in and getting off shots. Only, I believe, 1 shot on goal so far this half. That was the goal that went in off the foot of Ferguson.
Back on camera 1.
Praying controls it, sends it up towards the open Covarrubias. And Eagles just taking possession now, and they'll work their way up for another shot. That's a beautiful pass in towards Odelumen, and she's just going to be called offside. That's got to be just a step offside. She was pretty close to being even, but the referee caught her on the right. Just under 30 minutes left in the second half. Eagles enjoying that 9-0 score. 8 goals in the first half, 5 by Whitman. Whitman sitting out so far this half. I'm guessing she might sit out the entire half. Goal kick is taken by Ferguson. And she's going to find her way up that left-hand side. Got some speed. Nice cross. Just couldn't curl it enough to keep it in. Goal kick for the Lions. This Friday, broadcasting our girls and boys varsity games at 5:30 and 7. We are playing this same team. We're playing Cristo Rey. Not normal to have the same team in soccer and basketball in the same week, but this is a makeup game. And now we'll have to make up yesterday's game. Originally supposed to broadcast yesterday's game, but the rain got the game canceled.
That's why it's going to be funny.
And this one is in towards Ehi. Almost gets her shot off. That's a shot and in, but we're going to have offsides call. That was Covarrubias. That's going to be denied. Valentina.
That went in. What are you talking about denied? Oh, no goal?
Yeah, that offside call.
Offside.
I'm not sure if it was Ehi or Valentina that was called offsides, but it was a nice pass by her to give Valentina that shot. It was a nice finish by Covarrubias. Goal will not count. We're sitting 28 minutes left in the second half, sitting at 9-0 Eagles.
On camera 1.
Ball sent way into Eagles territory. Praying on the ball. She's going to dribble around and try to find Volmer on the side, but the ball does roll out of bounds for a throw-in for the Lions. A throw-in is going to be called back, and the Eagles will be able to take a throw-in instead. Looks like a foot lifted up off the ground. A little strange technicality in soccer. You got to have both feet on the ground, and ball's got to come directly over your head and so on. So, illegal throw-in, Eagles ball. And we're going to have another violation. I'm not sure what this one is. And, well, oddly enough, another violation on the throw-in. Perhaps I jinxed our own team on that one. But 2 violations on the same throw-in spot. And now the Lions will have the ball to throw it in themselves.
Hey, Zuber, is there a headset on one of those cameras down there? There's a headset down on one of the cameras. Okay. Yes.
Here's your throw-in by Cristo Rey. And eventually Praying is going to try to find her way to clear it out off the side of her foot, so it ends up being a corner kick. And if I'm correct, this is the first corner kick of the night for the Lions. Continued pressure by the Eagles in this game. They have not let up one bit. Got 1 goal in this second half. Here's your corner kick, a line shot, and it did find the foot of a Lion, but finally cleared out by the Eagles, and now the Eagles are trying to have a run the other direction. Here comes Covarrubias. She's going to send a through ball. Oh, just tapped nicely. If the defender there, number 20, does not stick the foot out and get that ball is headed straight towards Singh, and she's going to get another shot off. Good defense, but Eagles right back on it. This is Ehi Odalumen on the ball. She's going to try to get a cross in here. Here's a cross in towards Covarrubias. And this is going to be Volmer. Looks like she took kind of a deep shot. Might have taken a deflection. And eventually cleared out by the Lions. Volmer right back on the ball again. Out towards Ingram. Ingram will send it in towards the goal. Again, hockey style. Try to get the ball in towards the scoring area. But the goalie will scoop that one up. Nicely done. If you're on Instagram, let us know you're watching at Eagles on the Air, or I think Instagram is just Eagles on the Air. Check us out. You get a lot of highlights on there. You can see some of the content that we've been placing on. That's a nice steal. Oh, man. Covarrubias steals the ball early off the kick from the offsides call, and then sends a shot in from about 25 yards out and only missed it by about a foot or two. She's pretty hungry for a goal tonight. She's seeing all of her buddies, all of her forwards score And now she's moved up from halfback to forward herself. She'd like to get a hold of one here. Here's your goal kick that's going to end up with Singh. And now Ingram. Ingram chips one, switching the field over towards Frostier. And that looks like the goalie got a hand on it, and we're going to have a corner kick.
Camera 2.
And with Whitman out of the game, not sure who will take the corner kicks, although it looks like Frostier is going to be over there to take this corner herself. And a bunch of Eagles are coming up into the box.
I'm not following the ball. On camera.
All right, here's your corner kick from the freshman, Frostier.
Camera 3.
Maybe. Still waiting.
On camera 4 now.
Oh, it looks like a sub came in. That was a problem. Okay, we got a sub in.
This is a good shot, Derek.
And we're deciding if we're going to let the sub come in. And we're still waiting, and here comes the sub.
On camera 3.
Looks like Odelumen will leave the game.
On camera 4.
And looks like maybe Cook is coming back in and give her a break.
Back on camera 3.
All right, here's your corner kick.
Now you have to follow Annabelle. She took 80.
Sarah sends it in low. Finds Ferguson. Right-footed, couldn't get it towards the goal. Ball still bouncing all around. Can't really tell who's got their foot on the ball right now. Finally, the Lions try to clear it out. Denied. Singh back on the ball. Blocked out, and we'll have another corner kick after all of that action. Eagles will have yet another corner.
Well, she took Eddie's spot, so you're following Eddie, so now you're following her. Camera 4. Why? Why would we owe you $1?
Beautiful shot of this corner kick. Taken by Ferguson. It's going to be on the foot of Volmer. She takes the shot, but it does go off the side of her foot. And it'll be a goal kick.
On camera 4.
Goal kick for the Lions.
Good shot, Derek.
If you're liking what you see, if you're enjoying the game, and you're involved with Fort Bend Christian Academy, consider becoming a sponsor of Eagles on the Air. I said last year, probably 80% of the things that we bought to advance this program were bought because of the sponsorships we had from 9 different companies that took part in our first ever sponsorship year.
On camera 1.
Got a couple of groups this year that have chimed in and helped us out.
On camera 4.
Eagles looking for their next shot. That shot is taken on the far side. Looks like maybe Singh got that one. Hard to see from over here. Yeah, that was Singh that took that shot. Goalie with another save. Going to be called a handball right here. I would have said shoulder, but yeah. Handball call against the Eagles. Free kick for the Lions.
That's what I said, and they made fun of me for saying that.
20 minutes left, halfway through the second half. Eagles have already put one in the back of the net in this second half.
I said the way they walk in their necks is exactly the
Couple of Eagles resting in the second half with a good lead.
it's so similar. That's what I
Covarrubias chips the ball into the box, way over on the side to Frostier, who's going to take a shot, and the goalie has to tip it out.
On camera 4.
Yeah, it looks like that one should be a corner kick.
You know what I'm talking
Goalie got her hand on it.
See?
Nicely taken.
On camera 1. And the thing is,
Good feed in. And Eagles with, by my count, their sixth corner kick.
On camera 3.
This one looks like Ingram will take your corner.
I'm on camera 3.
And 7 players inside the box for the Eagles. Line drive in towards the box, and Ingram will take it again, send it out towards
Camera 3.
Covarrubias. Couldn't get a shot off. And now Volmert on the ball. And here's Ingram. Good turn on the ball to Covarrubias. Sends a shot in just wide right. And a reset. Once again, Eagles on the air on Instagram. Got some content on there, pretty fun. Each week now we're producing a swoop center. Don't judge us. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool name. You'll like it. You check out our swoop center broadcast that takes place. Eagle news, high school news. In addition, we got some highlights on there. Game highlights of basketball and soccer right now. This is just going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. More and more highlights, more and more productions. Nice fight on the ball there by Ferguson over towards Perry. Perry sends it up nicely towards Frostier. She just misses the ball. Throw in for the Lions. Eagles on the air on Instagram or see us on Twitter at Eagles on the air. Watching tonight, let us know. I've got Mrs. Sandy McGowan online watching. She's always watching. Number one fan, Sandy McGowan. And as is typical, Senor Roman. Carlos Roman, Spanish teacher at Fort Bend Christian. Appreciate you two, as always, being a part of supporting our teams. When you can't make it out to the game, you guys are almost always online.
Let me check out Kira. I'm still on camera 1.
Good job by the Lions in this second half. They've done an excellent job with more possession. I'd say they probably have about 30% of the possession in the second half. Here's another example here. They're getting down the field, got their first corner kick and their first shot off. Eagles done an excellent job on defense, making sure that they don't get a goal or too many chances. Here's Frostier taking it down the field, just barely out of bounds. And we have called the name of these young Eagle players very often. Several of the freshmen. Sydney Ferguson with 3 goals tonight. And sophomore Kira Whitman with 5 goals tonight. Kira Singh. She got her goal tonight. Some of the very youngest players out there doing an excellent job. Advancing this team towards what we believe will be a playoff run. Here is shot on goal by the Lions. A nice job to get a shot off between 2 defenders. Easily handled by the Eagles keeper. Ava Franco sends that one up from her keeper spot. And that ball is crossed in by Ferguson. It looks like it's going to hit the pole and go out of bounds.
Good shots there right now. Stay on it. Follow her. Get right behind her. Follow her on the field.
Bad advice from Jackson Champion right now for our wireless camera, but this is end up is going to be a corner kick, not a goal kick. Goalie did touch it. So here is Ferguson that's going to take our next corner kick, number 7 or 8 now, losing count. Sends it towards the middle of the box, but handled by the Lions and cleared out by the Lions. But a throw in for the Eagles. Eagles in complete control ever since the whistle blew. 3 minutes in, we had our first goal by Ferguson. And then successive goals, 3 in a row by Whitman, and we were off and running. Now we've got 15 minutes left in this game. Here's Frostier chipping one in towards the goal. Nicely stopped by the Lions. Number 7 in defense. She's had several block shots from outside tonight before they ever got to the keeper. Covarrubias looking for Cook inside. Couldn't quite find her, but Covarrubias gets the ball right back again from Perry. Unfortunate ball will roll out of bounds. 14 minutes and 2 seconds left. And a very, very strong win for the Eagles. This will put them at 4-2 in district. I think solidly in third place. We'll have to wait for some more district results to come in. Both of our basketball teams trying to make their last bids for playoffs. And this Friday you'll see them take on Cristo Rey right here on Eagles on the Air. Excellent year for Eagles athletics. Football team making their first ever Final Four appearance. And the volleyball team earning their first ever state championship in volleyball. Led by Bailey Hanner,
I'm on camera 1.
Division I volleyball commit.
I'm about to put on camera 3.
A couple of other seniors, but also a couple of young players.
On camera 3.
And we're just enjoying ourselves now in a 9-0 score as our
Here's the shot from
our mobile camera. And here is Eagles onside, and this is going to be Singh.
I got it. Oh, dear.
Oh, that's impressive. She got way ahead, and the pass was perfect.
Nobody's filming them running.
Singh gets her, I think, third goal. And so there we got double figures. Second or third goal. I kind of lost count after 8.
Yeah. On camera 1.
Singh has 2 or 3 goals, but I'm saying between our freshmen and our sophomores, 9 out of the 10 goals have come from them. Yeah, the highlight reel is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to spend about 2 days having to find the clips on here. A lot of things happening in this game. Girls playing excellent soccer at every single position.
Yeah, you can get back on the ground. Because Mr. Williams wanted me to. On camera 2.
Back in for a throw-in, if we can get the ball back. 11 minutes, 13 seconds left. Comfortable win, as you heard Coach McGivern talking at halftime. Our mobile camera, we have a sub here, or something here, somebody going out. Our mobile camera interview with Coach McGivern. See her trying to hold back a little bit of the pride. She was feeling pretty good about how her team had played. And she should. She's got a couple of stars, and a couple of young stars, too. The senior-laden back line controlling things on defense, feeding it up towards your sophomore and junior-laden midfield, all the way up to your freshman and sophomore-laden front line, where the lion's share of your goals came from.
It's 6:25.
That was fun.